Well, hey, welcome to Serials 2026. You're on the Ryetec stand. Welcome to Serials
2026.
Welcome to Serials 2026.
Welcome to Serials
2026.
Welcome to Serials
2026 Clarkson's farm, here we are. Day one, luckily it stayed dry enough. We're going to have a quick look around the stand and see what's going on. Spanner's back as well. So we've got a few new items this year. We've got the float control box with the retrofit compressor kit for tyre inflation here. Been busy. New 6 metre HD machine, beefed up, a lot going on here. This machine's going to do a lot of work, really excited about this. Got our usual range of restorers, greenkeepers, flail collectors, and obviously the rest of the boxes, including this special beauty. Someone might have recognised this on Amazon Prime before. 3 metre Riot, sitting pretty. Had a lot of interest in that today. One of my favourite things we got at the show. Twin Hills Contracting and their hydraulic bale bumper for chasing. Lovely logo as well, along with the light bar.
So yeah, this is first time seeing the box after my experience with Ryetec. Wow, sort of speaks for itself really. They've pretty much nailed everything. Most impressed with how detailed the logo was. But yeah, as far as company relations go, dealing with Max and Jordan direct, yeah, one shouty, angry WhatsApp gets everything sorted, and it looks absolutely amazing. Looking forward to seeing how it copes for the year. The famous man's here now, look. So
He's happy chap here.
yeah, you built it all yourself, didn't you? By hand?
Yeah, I did welding in it.
Yeah, and even got my extra light bar in for blinding people. But yeah, no, it should.
You can blind cyclists and then bump them
And
off.
knock them over at the same time.
Sorted.
But yeah,
Standard workbox with a 200 litre fuel tank in it in Fent green red livery. Nameplate, which took Sean forever to do, but looks bloody well.
so I'll buy you a beer.
Just buy Sean one. An extra was requested on the light bar, bit of a nightmare, but got it in. It looks really smart. So we'll probably do a few of them going forward, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, my favourite feature about the whole thing is when I finish bale chasing, I can take the box off and leave this in the yard.
Exactly. So you can use them both independently or hooked together via 2 pins. Bale pusher is on some heavy duty 200 be 12mm box, so I think you're going to do well to destroy it, but yeah. I'm sure you'll try your best.
I mean, I'll try my hardest, but she's got a fair few bales in front of her to push this year, to be fair.
So, yeah, hopefully you're happy.
No, very happy.
Spot on.
10 out of 10. Actually, I may make it 11.
It's been a cracking morning so far at Serials at Diddly Squat. We dodged a few showers, but everyone's here, everyone's having a good time. Stand's always busy. Compared to last year again, really good show. Totally different setting. We're not in the flats of Lincolnshire, we've got hills here, so I feel very out of touch from near home. It's been tricky getting set up, it's been a bit muddy, but it is what it is, British summertime. We're having fun.
Right then, so here we are with the new Ryetec rear guards. So, what we've got, Cat 2, Cat 3 linkage on here. We have 2-ply rubber, stock boarding at the top here, names to suit your company, your brand, fully adjustable, slotted in and out, height adjustable on here, and also rotatable here for angle.
So, 5 metre machine, really good value for money, the 5 metre. It's the 4-metre machine on steroids. So instead of a metre wing, it's got, instead of a metre extension or half metre on either side, it's got a metre. So it can run as you see it now as a 3-metre, which is brilliant if you've got a very hard compacted headland and your tractor's struggling to pull it. You can open out to 5 metres and you can really cover some ground. This one's been built specially for Mr. Graham Potter.
I'm here with Graham.
How are we doing?
Graham's here with me.
Been
You lent on your machine.
I know, it's been a hell of a trip down. I mean, you're still getting me sign light, but you maybe want to lose your boot a bit. But here we go. Yeah, I mean, hell of a machine. We demoed this thing back in, it's about 2 months ago or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, came to the farm. I mean, we smashed the hell out of this thing, didn't we? We did every single soil type, every single condition.
Yeah, it was a good demo.
Yeah, we were into grass, we were into heavy clay, we were into light soil. Even smashed it through stones just to see what it did. Yeah, really impressed.
And it was a different machine, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
5-metre ALDE we demoed with Graham, Ripon Farm Services demonstrator, but we've just changed a few bits on it.
Yeah.
So if we have a quick look round here, so we've put the guttler roller on it. Main reason being, Graham?
Well, main reason being we went for the guttler because the flat roller on soil, basically it flattens the soil out really hard and then the water doesn't penetrate as well. So what we want to do, we want to leave a rough surface with the guttler, and that's the whole plan. So when we're seeding our cover crops, we're putting stubble turnips in, which is what we want to do with it. We want to put that into the ground, but we want to leave a rough surface so it leaves there little divots for the water and everything to get through. On a 250 horsepower tractor as well, couldn't believe it. Pulled unbelievable. I
Fuel
didn't think
economy and one thing and
fuel was unbelievable. We were actually using less fuel, I think we were, than what we were drilling with the Claydon. Unbelievable on the fuel. Yeah, it just pulled. It was like going through butter, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, it was a good demo.
Yeah,
It was
good demo. Yeah.
proper demo where you don't just go and do and contract. How long can I have it for? Can I do a field? No, we went and did headland here, didn't we? We did that rate,
Yeah.
did that heavy land up
Yeah.
the top of the drive.
Yeah.
Proper job. Anyway, obviously proved to be worth it.
Yeah. And we'll be looking forward to when we get it. Fantastic.
Most important thing of the day, barbecue box. Be a few burgers hidden on there later on. Vince has dubbed it the welfare unit. What do you think, Vince?
I think it's brilliant. I think when you're out working, harvesting, you need to have some lunch.
Yeah.
You don't need anybody else. Just pull up and slap some burgers on.
Vince is also head chef today, I think. He's getting involved in the kitchen, aren't you? So
Sous chef. Yeah.
sous chef.
The new and improved Restorer GLD in Ryetec orange, whereas before our GLD was typically painted green. So it's our grassland machine. We're still offering the option of a 3-metre 3-leg. This machine is actually a 3-metre 4-leg in shear bar leg protection with our flat packer roller, which is water ballastable. So we can actually create a bit more weight to the roller, depending on ground conditions. Hydraulically adjustable packer roller, 3-point linkage cat 2 or 3. A nice simple machine. Obviously we've got our cutting discs that get all their pressure directly through the frame, so any trash, any heavy sward, we're not boiling the soil when we're running through with our leg. We've got a very hard wearing tungsten point.
So he's done a deal with Jordan.
Yeah, I got con there really, but never mind.
Typical Cornishman.
Yeah, always want more, don't you?
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't got a nosebleed coming this far up.
Yeah, man, I've been lightheaded all day.
It's always you asking the questions.
Yep.
How old are you?
24.
When did you start working for Ryetec?
8 years ago.
Why did you start working for Ryetec?
I wanted an apprenticeship in manufacturing
How did you get to work?
on a moped.
Which moped?
It was a Derby Sender 50 and it did 54 mile an hour. 50cc, 54 mile an hour flat out.
54?
Yeah, tuned up.
I think mine
And I
only did
fell off it
30.
on my first day and my dad had to come and collect me.
What was the first job you did at Ryetec?
Peeling stickers off of used lifts. There you go, you didn't surprise that. Oh, I'm watering Mark's trees.
Can you remember the first time that you told Mark no?
Yes.
What was it?
No, I'm saying yes, can I?
The first time that you said to Mark, not a chance.
No. We've quite a good relationship, but you wouldn't sort of say no to Mark. You sort of say, I suggest we do this. That's a good idea. And then 2 weeks later, it's his idea.
Oh, look over there. What on earth's this? This is the Riot Land Rover, RYE 10T. And so this was my neighbour's Land Rover from new, and I bought it off him when he retired. And it was a light blue truck cab 90. It hasn't done 70,000 miles yet, but as usual with old Land Rovers, most of it had sort of recycled itself, shall we say. So it had to have a new chassis, and then it had to have a new front end, and then it had to have new doors and a new tub, and then we got a bit carried away.
So yeah, so the compact box, I've had it for 18 months now, and it's so handy because all the tools are in there, voice is in there.
Yeah.
So now you haven't got to go running back to the farm to get all your bits when you get something go wrong. So, and it's for the fast track. Cool springs on the front, so it's not too heavy either. It's only 330k, although you can put the belly weights on. It can be just a box, or it can be a weight as well, like so.
Yeah, no, it's very impressive.
Bloody well handy bit of kit. I wouldn't be without it.
No, exactly.
When you have it off and then you haven't got it on there, you can guarantee what's going to happen. You know, you're going to need the spanners, and
I
ain't got them with you.
I also don't work for Ryetec, so this is.
Well, nor do I, but.
No, we really like Ryetec.
Yeah, we love Ryetec, yeah.
This box, very useful.
Yeah,
very impressed with it.
It's quite good at holding beer bottles, by the look of it.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're using it for.
That's
we were load testing.
We're load testing.
You don't need tools, just need the beer in there, like.
It very much holds the. It's also half drunk. Whose is this? We'll use that. We won't worry about that. Max is back now, so I can donate the spanner back to its rightful owner. So this is Max, he works for Ryetec.
Thank you for clarifying. All right, George.
How are we doing then, mate? You all right? Good day?
Yeah. Oh, you got a more Cormier cap.
Yes, Is that allowed on here?
No, do you see the box?
Yes, lovely work, mate. Lovely work. Yeah, it looks well on there, doesn't it, look?
So
yeah, nice, cute little thing that, isn't it, look?
Just about get your bait box in there. And
Get your sarnies in there.
Yeah, I won't fit mine in.
Would you not?
No, I'm hungry, man.
Yeah.
Ready for a burger, right? Right, so it's been a busy day. We finally finished on the barbecue. The show's quieting down, so we're just going to run through a couple of other new things we've got on the stand. This being the flow control box. So we've manufactured these boxes for flow control based in Holland. Ronaldo's across to help us out on the show.
I meet Max at the Llama show, and we were talking about a new bumper, and I saw the design of Ryetec, of the boxes. And my idea was to put everything in a box. We have a lot of troubles with heating and mud when we are driving, so my idea was when we are driving that you have air from the front, and the heat will come out of here. So we put that on the drawings, and on the inside we put a big compressor.
So this is a retro tyre inflation kit, which will fit to any tractor, any trailer, any implement, and you sell them all over the place, don't you? But this is just a neat way of keeping a big compressor in one location. Typical trailer wheel, and this is actually an axle that you guys have drilled in it. And this is the unit if it was to fit into the rim.
In Holland we do a lot of drilling because they want to have it that it looks smooth and no lines on the outside. For tractors we cannot drill, so that's why we need those brackets, including the swivel. We have the basic system, it's all ball valve and no electrical parts in there. The thing is, we need to mount it on the outside of the cabin. That's for safety reasons, because of the air that comes out of the valves. And then we have the Isobus box. That's our standard box. So we can put some pre-settings in there for the tires, what you have and what the speed you go on the road. We can put the settings in there. For now, for an example, front tire 1.8 bar, back axle 2 bar. You push high, it will go to this settings. If you go in the field, you press low, and then you will see it will drop front and back to 1 bar. And when you are done, you press high again, and then it go to road mode.
You can also add and lower a little bit of pressure on the back axle and the front axle if you were in a wet spot or a headland or something like that as well. So. Another new thing on the stand, Zocon, our other supplier in Holland, and this is the 300 litre seeder. Traditionally we've been supplying the electric ones, which have gone really well, but we keep getting asked for hydraulic ones, and luckily Zocon have come up with a solution. So Shout's going to run us through it and tell us a little bit more about it, and some other products which we haven't got here, unfortunately, that Zocon have brought out this time.
Thank you, good introduction. Yeah, well, as you said, always supplying with a 12-volt battery, but now we have developed a hydraulic one. Pretty ideal for the contractors, I would say, for the people that need to switch in quickly between tractors, don't have to mess with the cables. With the hydraulic hose, it's very easy to get that. This one goes up to 18 meters easily.
So it's wider than your traditional electric machines, which would be 12 meters, say.
Yeah.
And you've got guaranteed power all the time.
Yeah. I mean the blowers are strong, but with the hydraulic even stronger. So perfect.
Cereals day one. What a day! It's been a great day, to be fair. Clarkson's, we knew it would be busy, but it's great to see such a positive atmosphere in farming and plenty of inquiries in the machines and a few sales as well. So thanks all for coming. Unfortunately, we're not doing any filming on day 2 because Ben doesn't like wet weather. So hope you've enjoyed the video, and make sure you subscribe and like. See you next time.